So in this video, we're going to see about scientific research versus social science. Scientific versus social science research, right? So scientific research are conducted for various reasons. Say, for example, medical purposes, or it can be for maybe physics, chemistry, even for uh, say you want to do something with electricity like this. Scientific research is conducted for so many purposes. On the other hand, social science research is conducted with humans. It mostly has to do with research conducted with human beings, right? So when we speak about scientific research, their qualities their standards are very high. They have good quality. They have, uh, most importantly, single truth. There is no chance to say that uh, this is true and this is also true. You cannot say that. So, if this is true, this will be false. They will be mutually exclusive. So, if I do a study, at a very common example that we give is finding out boiling point of something. So, if I do the experiment here, uh, in Chennai, somebody is doing the experiment in Delhi. We are trying to find at what point water becomes vapor. Both of us should get the same answer, provided all the other factors are same. So pressure should be the same. Uh, we should use the same kind of water. So if everything is same, then I do the research and somebody does the research. We should get the same answer. We cannot get a different answer. So that is scientific research. So it's very easy to reproduce, it's very easy to check. You can easily check that. Somebody can redo the study and you will find the same result. So that is scientific research. On the other hand, social science research is not like that. We'll come to that. So, scientific research is of high standards, good quality, it has single truth, it follows the robust methodology. So, you cannot simply say that I did this, I did that, and this result came. No, you have to follow a stepwise structure, stepwise process, and you cannot simply say I did this, this came. It should be a scientific method. So, that is scientific research. It has single truth, it should be reproducible, everybody will get the same answer. So if this drug works for me, it will work for the other person also, provided all the other things are same. On the other hand, social science research is very different because it is conducted among humans. Humans are very different based on lot of things, like it can be their economic background, it can be their heritage, it can be their race, it can be their geographical location, it can be their economic condition. Like this, humans can be, it can be a cultural factor. Humans vary from place to place. Humans vary because of so many other factors like this. It can be demographic factors like this. Humans vary for a lot of reasons. So, if I do a study among people of one particular geographical location, say a particular state in a particular country, then the same research or the same question might not yield the same result in a different state, even inside the same country. So, say for example, we look at how people watch films. So, say a particular state, many people like action films, but in the nearby state, people might like romantic films. That will be the most watched film. So, the answer that we get in one place, so the answer that we get in one place need not match with the answer that we get in the other place. So, social science research gives a wide range of answers. There is no single truth. There is no single truth. So, your truth might be very different from my truth. Why I might like something might be very different from why somebody else might like something. Why people in a particular country behave in a certain way might be very different from why people in another country behave in a different way. So, say for example, uh, the how people drive on roads, right? So, their traffic management and how they follow the rules might be very different from one state to another state, even one region to another region, even in the same country. So people's civic sense might vary to a great extent. So that's why social science research is very tricky, because even if you follow the same methods, even if you follow the same categories, even if you follow the same steps, the answer for you might be very different from the answer that I get, right? Also, social science methods generally do not follow a very stringent uh, method like scientific research. So, uh, scientific research follows strict methods like experimental method, etc. On the other hand, social science research might follow something like semiotic analysis, which is very subjective compared to experimental. So, scientific research are very objective. Social science research also should be objective only, but it can be subjective in some sense. Can be subjective in some sense. But of course, we are all aiming for objectivity, but it can be subjective in some sense. So, example for scientific research will be like finding out the boiling point of water. But finding out a solution for a finding out a vaccine for a illness. But social science research can be like how an author explains a character across his various books. Uh, but it need not be this simple. It can be very complicated as well. Like, for example, how does power play an important role in election? What is the role of power or fame in election? So, like this, social science research uh, works in these areas. So, these are some examples, right? I hope I was able to explain to you how scientific and social science research is different from each other. Thank you.